Good evening and welcome to today's news update from Pattaya and the Banglamung District. Tonight we bring you several important developments that highlight both the challenges and resilience of our community, from a dramatic tree collapse in the middle of the night to a shocking arrest inside the monastic world, to major safety inspections in one of Pattaya's most well-known streets, and finally to a large-scale volunteer training program focused on disaster prevention. These are the stories shaping life in our region. We begin with the dramatic collapse of a giant tamarind tree in Pattaya after days of heavy rain. In the early hours of September 18th, just after 3 o'clock in the morning, the silence of the night was shattered when a towering tamarind tree, more than 10 meters high with a thick and sturdy trunk, suddenly gave way. The massive tree crashed down across both lanes of Soi Pratamnak 6, completely blocking traffic and trapping residents who were either returning home or trying to leave the neighborhood. The impact of the fall was enormous. Branches stretched from one side of the road to the other, creating an impenetrable wall of wood and leaves. Two vehicles parked nearby were caught in the collapse. One car in particular was badly damaged, its roof caved in by the heavy branches. For the owner of that car, what had been an ordinary evening turned into a nightmare. Experts explained that the ground had been softened by relentless rainfall over several consecutive days. Water seeped deep into the soil, expanding and weakening it. As the roots of the tree lost their grip, the balance shifted, and the weight of the huge trunk became impossible to sustain. With no warning, the tree toppled. Local residents described the event with shock. 41-year-old Miss Knock, who lives near the site, told reporters, "The rain had been falling for days. Last night, suddenly, the tamarind tree just came crashing down. The soil was so soft the roots couldn't hold on anymore. We were fortunate that nobody was passing by at that very moment. Otherwise, it could have been far worse." Authorities and rescue teams were quickly dispatched. They assessed the damage and attempted to begin clearing operations. However, progress was delayed because one of the vehicles pinned under the tree belonged to an owner who could not be contacted right away. Without permission to move the car, workers had to postpone full clearance until later in the day. Officials stressed that safety was the top priority, and coordination with vehicle owners was essential before heavy machinery could be deployed. From natural hazards, we turn now to a shocking criminal case that has deeply disturbed many local residents. In Banglamung, a Buddhist monk has been arrested for involvement in drug trafficking, following a public tip-off that exposed his illegal activities. The arrest took place on September 17th, after a report was submitted through a local line application called Broken Down Banglamung. This digital channel allows members of the public to share information directly with district authorities, and in this case it proved instrumental. District Chief Pacharapat Sri Tanyanon and senior officials quickly acted on the tip. Together with Huai Yai Police Station, they placed the suspect under surveillance at a two-story home in the Huai Yai sub-district. When officers finally entered the property, they found the monk visibly nervous. Their search soon uncovered a shocking discovery. Hidden inside the attic room of the house were 492 methamphetamine pills, known locally as yaba, and 72 grams of crystal methamphetamine, commonly referred to as ice. The drugs were cleverly concealed in different locations, beneath cabinets, tucked inside alms bowls that monks traditionally used to collect donations, and even hidden in packages that looked like ordinary charity kits. In addition to the drugs, officers seized scales, plastic bags, and other tools used for dividing and selling narcotics. The search did not stop there. Authorities moved on to the monks' living quarters within a well-known temple in the area. There, to their dismay, they found another stash of narcotics, 29 yaba pills, this time hidden inside a microwave oven, along with additional paraphernalia. When questioned, the monk admitted that the drugs were his. He explained that he had taken control of the stash after another dealer was arrested. He also confessed that he had been using the substances personally while selling them to others. According to his statement, yaba was sold at 50 baht per pill, while ice was priced at 400 baht per gram. His main customers were reportedly young people in the local community. A drug test confirmed the presence of narcotics in his system. Following Buddhist tradition, police escorted him to his temple's abbot, where he was formally disrobed. Only then was he transferred to the Banglamung District Office and handed over to Huai Yai Police Station for full legal processing. This case has raised alarm across the region, not only because of the amount of drugs involved, but also because it reveals how narcotics have infiltrated even the religious sphere. Community leaders praise the effectiveness of the tip-off system, emphasizing the importance of public cooperation in fighting the spread of drugs. Turning now to Pattaya City, authorities carried out an important operation to ensure the safety of tourists and residents in one of the city's most well-known streets. On the evening of September 17th, at around 8 o'clock, Pattaya police and Banglamung officials launched coordinated inspections of entertainment venues along Soi 6. This initiative is part of what is known as the 5 Free policy. The campaign aims to guarantee that establishments remain free of 5 key dangers: underage individuals entering venues, the presence of illegal drugs, weapons on the premises, human trafficking or prostitution, and safety violations that could put patrons at risk. It is closely linked to the national No Drugs, No Dealers movement, which seeks to strengthen both local and international confidence in Thailand's tourism industry. During the evening operation, more than 300 workers, primarily women employed as bar staff, were checked. Police verified ID, searched for drugs, and carried out safety checks. The inspection was extensive, but in the end, no violations were found. Officials praised bar operators for their cooperation and reminded everyone working in the nightlife sector to remain alert. They called on venue staff to report any suspicious activity, stressing that maintaining Pattaya's image as a safe, high-quality destination for tourists requires constant vigilance. The results of this inspection offered reassurance to both locals and visitors, proving that the authorities are serious about keeping entertainment areas secure. And finally, Banglamung District has launched a large-scale training initiative to better prepare the community for disasters. On September 18th, inside the Civic Hall at the district office, District Chief Pacharapat Srintanyanon formally opened the 2025 Volunteer Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Program. The training is part of a wider effort to improve readiness across the region. Senior District Administrator Wanchai Wanapram explained that the goal is to strengthen the skills and knowledge of civil defense volunteers, often referred to as CDVs. The program equips them with the ability to monitor risks, respond rapidly to incidents, and protect lives and property in times of crisis. The course includes a wide range of activities: classroom lectures on disaster theory, hands-on demonstrations, practical field exercises, and even simulated emergency scenarios that recreate real-life situations. Trainers came from several organizations, including the Chonburi Provincial Disaster Prevention Office, Pattaya city officials, medical staff from Pattaya Hospital, and officers from the Banglamung Police Station. A total of 150 volunteers took part in the training, a number that reflects the strong community spirit of Banglamung. These participants are now better prepared to serve as the first line of defense during emergencies, such as floods, storms, or fires. Officials highlighted that programs like this demonstrate the district's long-term commitment to safety and resilience, reassuring both residents and tourists that every effort is being made to protect the community.